Hi again. Logan here from the DonorsChoose.org office to talk you through how to screen a special request project. In this training, we'll discuss what makes a special request different from a standard project, and I'll go into a little more detail on how to screen special request resources to make sure that our team can properly order and deliver the resources once the project is funded. You'll know that you're screening a special request project because of the banner at the top of the screen. As always, please feel free to check out the tips, the guiding statements on the side, or the SR screening guide in the instructions tab if you need a refresher. To begin, let's discuss what exactly a special request project is. A special request is any project that requests items that cannot be ordered through our vendor directory. Some examples could be a personalized science kit, online resources, team uniforms. The possibilities are endless. Luckily, thanks to your training and standard projects, you already know how to screen the majority of a special request project. We just need to do some extra screening for the resources. The difference between screening special request and standard projects comes down to how you screen the resources. There are two types of special request resources that you could see, and we'll treat both of them a little differently. The two types of special request resources are online orders. This is when the teacher provides us with a URL or a link to a website, and our team will purchase the item directly from the website. An example of an online order would be a science kit from an outside vendor. And the second type of special request resource is a payment document. With these resources, the teacher provides us with a payment document, which is also sometimes called a price quote or an invoice. Our team will then purchase the items from the vendor directly. A common example of a special request payment document resource is team uniforms. So, how do you determine which type of special request a resource is? Easy. If the screening site prompts you to click a link and visit a website, it's an online order. If a payment document is embedded into the project, it's a payment document project. Note that it is possible to have multiple resources of different types within one project. That is to say, a teacher could request one resource as an online order, one through a payment document, and one through one of our approved vendors, all in the same project. Now that you know how to identify each type of special request resource, let's talk about how to screen each one. First up, let's talk about how to screen online order resources. As mentioned before, you'll know it's an online order because the screening site will provide a link for you under the resources section. Online orders are easy to screen because they're just like online shopping. To screen an online order, follow these 4 steps. First, click the URL of the resource. This will take you to the website where the item is sold. Next, cart the item or items being requested, as though you are buying them for yourself. Next, once you've carted the items, make sure that the price and the quantity match what the teacher has listed. Finally, go through the checkout process to get shipping information, which will allow us to finalize the price. Update the resource price and cost of shipping if necessary. If you need to make changes, use the 30% rule. If the change is within 30% of the submitted project, make the change. Otherwise, flag the project for staff using the resource price change more than 30% flag reason, and our staff will follow up with the teacher. If you've carted the materials and it matches what the teacher submitted, you're ready to go. But what if a project doesn't go as smoothly? Let's talk through some reasons you might draft a project. As a reminder, you can find all of these in the Instructions tab should you need a refresher. Resource details needed. If the teacher is requesting items that have options for sizes and colors, they'll need to be specific about that in their comments so that our team knows exactly what to purchase. Sale item. If the items are on sale for more than 30%, you'll want to draft the project, since we aren't able to confirm that the item will still be on sale when the project is fully funded. Some items in DC vendors. If you notice that some of the items in the teacher's cart can be found through one of our approved vendors, let the teacher know that they can cart the resources through one of our approved vendors instead. Payment document request. If the teacher has submitted a link for an item that needs to be purchased with a payment document, use this draft reply. Link included is wrong. Select this option if the link the teacher has provided takes you to a general website or a different website if it doesn't work. Items out of stock. If the item requested is no longer available or is temporarily out of stock, use this to let the teacher know. Even if the vendor has listed a restock date, we should send these instructions to the teacher. And finally, ineligible Apple product in special request. Apple items like iPads, iMacs, and MacBooks may only be requested as a special request project through Apple directly as an online order or through a district purchase order. If an Apple product is requested through any other means, use this option to let the teacher know. So let's screen this special request project together. So as you remember, if you want some tips before checking out this project, you can read these and it'll give you a good reminder of some key things that you should look out for. And let's begin. So the project title, Come Fly With Me, sounds good to me. And the resource summary will give you a sense of what the teacher needs. So my students need the following item to help bring the science of flight alive and make it real. We're going to study the physics of flight, build actual planes, then learn to fly them. First of all, that sounds just like a really cool project. Do notice that there are two spaces here, so we'll go ahead and fix that. And the teacher said the following item, we can just go ahead and scroll down. It looks like it's called the Tiny Trainer. Let's just add that small detail in there and click looks good. So here we go for the resources, again, which is the most important part of a special request project. So as you can see, this is an online order, and what we'll do is click this link to add it to our online cart. So when we go, we'll be looking for a Tiny Trainer, and we'll want to check that the cost matches. Oops, it looks like this page does not exist. So that means that we can go here, click Needs Teacher Edits, and the link included is wrong. So the link you provided for Tiny Trainer doesn't go directly to that item. Please provide a link that displays a buy it now or add to cart option. And great, we'll look through the rest. For the sake of time, we'll just click looks good for these, and I've already reviewed them. And we'll send that feedback back to the teacher. Let's screen this project together. Here we can see that the classroom, the project title is A Growing Classroom Library Needs Bins to Store Books. That looks good, and it looks like this project has already been approved by another volunteer, but we'll still walk through this all for the sake of this video. So the resource summary says, my students need high quality bins to store our classroom library books. The resource summary looks pretty good, and as you can see, it's already been approved by another vendor. Now let's get to the meat and potato of a special request project, which is the resources. So as you can see, this will be an online order because we're prompted to add items to our online cart. So looking at what the teacher has requested, it looks like there's a medium white dot basket, a small white dot basket, and a large white dot basket. So usually you can go through and click each link. I've actually done that and they're all lead to the same place, which is great. So we can go through and just begin carting. So it looks like the teacher needs 11 medium, 12 small, and 2 large. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So this will be 11 medium. We'll add that to the cart, continue shopping. We need 12 small. Ooh, it looks like this is currently out of stock. So what we can do in this scenario is click Need Teacher Edits and click Items Out of Stock. So here you'll want to fill in what's in the brackets. So the vendor just let us know that, what was it called? The white dot basket. I think it was the small specifically that was out of stock. Are out of stock. Please update your cart with new in-stock items. So we've now looked through the resources and we'll send this project back to the teacher. For the About Your Project section, I've already read these in advance and both the essays are good. And so now that we're done, we'll just send the project back to the teacher and they'll be able to make any changes.